Hello there, Sinful Sorcerer here with another video, another commentary. And this time we're looking at a game in Plat 1, I believe it is. Very close to Diamond. I'm against a Diamond Nidalee in lane. And we have a Diamond Corki as well. Now, there is a very overlaying subject I want to talk about in this video, and that is AFKing. And I know a lot of people have already talked about this subject before, but I can't stress it enough. Like, the worst thing you could possibly do, besides flaming, must be going AFK. Because, I mean, well, actually, I'm not sure if flaming is even worse. Flaming reduces all kind of teamwork and like possibilities for you to win. No one wants to cooperate with a flamer, no one wants to play with a flamer, and people stop trying when you flame, and people just get upset and they play worse and worse. But going AFK is also extremely bad. Syndra taking a lot of damage here, forced to back off already, just scouting out a bit. Going AFK is also extremely bad, which I'm sure you know, because well, as soon as you go AFK, you're 4v5, you have less damage, you have less targets, you have less map control, you have less ability to take any objectives, to kill anything, to do anything really. And the motivation to win just goes down to zero when someone goes AFK, to be honest. Like, as soon as someone goes AFK, even if they have like a short DC for 2-3 minutes, you could lose the whole game for it, because people just get upset and they stop trying immediately. And if someone leaves this game, like, just straight up leaves it and doesn't come back, well, it's basically over, like, unless it's... I mean, yeah, sure, you could carry a 4v5, it does happen from time to time, but if there are experienced players, if everyone is equally as good, and if your team is 4 versus 5, you're probably going to lose. So there we go, that's the subject I want to talk about here, as we start off the game. So yes, as you might expect, someone will go AFK this game. I'm not going to say who yet, but yes, it will happen, and we'll just see what happens. So Syndra, once again taking an extreme amount of poke in this mid lane. Kayle, a very strong champion for poking, especially early on with her E. The damage only scales through the game, but early on she has extremely good damage as well. Top lane is a bit more stale, no one taking much damage, just a bit farming going on. I'm actually above Nidalee in 1 CS, but it's not much at all, I mean, nothing really. Bot lane is being pretty passive. You have the poke from Karma versus the shields from Janna, and the poke from Corki versus the straight up DPS from Twitch. He does have some poke as well, but not as much really. So yeah, nothing really going on here. Mid lane, pretty stale as well. Top lane, very much stale. However, we should look at the junglers, because Vi has just done her red and now done her blue, and Kha'Zix has done the same thing, just opposite, but they're both on the very same map, way of the map, and they're probably going to run into each other right here. We can see Vi camping out in the bush, he's charging up the Q and hitting Kha'Zix right in the face. On top lane, I'm going into Nidalee, and that's the first blood, but I did miss that. Kha'Zix was so extremely low, I didn't see him at all, which was very bad. I could have queued a few more times and probably reached him and got another kill, but we do end up with first blood, and Vi almost killed Kha'Zix on her own. It was very well played. He's looking for another kill here, but no, not going to go for it. Bot lane is once again pretty even. CS is split even. Twitch is pushing a bit more, but it's probably only because they have a Karma support and she pushes quite a bit. Kayle, on the other hand, is taking the Raves on our side of the map, but Vi is taking Kha'Zix Raves, so the only one who really loses from this is Kha'Zix. But once again, he almost died at the start, so that's to be expected. If we look at CS mid lane, yes, because of those Raves, Kayle is a bit further ahead. She does push quite far, and she doesn't really need mana to push, so it's to be expected really. Syndra's a lane bully, but she needs mana to really do anything. Kayle's mana levels aren't really that high on her abilities. Bot lane still being pretty chill, just farming away. I just got back to top lane and going aggressive on Nidalee right away. You can see I deal a shit ton of damage to her, and she's almost dead already. she's going to heal up and poke me down a little bit and get some more CS. I got the CS lead, but once again going straight in. Does manage to get the stun. Will I get her? Will I get her? No, not quite. But she does stay in the lane. She just used a heal and a few potions ticking on her right now, but she is very low. Bot lane, Cass is going aggressive, but Vi is here as well, and she flashed after getting Twitch. Karma very low in the bush here, as well as Vi here as well. Okay, oh, and there's another fail. I failed the Q. I could have easily killed her there, but once again, Nidalee staying in lane. I'm not sure what she's doing. She should probably get out of here. And there she's dead. She should have backed off, to be honest. Karma got away from bot lane. Kha'Zix is heading up top lane now, as well as Kayle. They have vision of me. And there's the rage quit from Nidalee. So yes, there we go. That was what I wanted to talk about. Kha'Zix almost going for the kill here, and not quite. That was extremely unlucky for me, but yes, if you deal damage to someone, if it's in the last 0.5 seconds of their backing, it won't deal. It will deal damage to them if the animation finishes, but they will get teleported back. So I was safe there. Very, very close though. But yes, as I wanted to mention before, Nidalee went AFK. She died twice. Mostly because she stuck around in lane. The very first time it was just a straight up brawl and I managed to kill her. I had more straight up damage, but the second time she stayed in lane for too long and she just straight up rage quit just because she died twice. I'm not really sure why. She could definitely still come back in the game. They have a Kayle mid who scales extremely well. They have Kha'Zix with his burst, and they have a freaking Twitch AD carry. I mean, if it's an AD carry you want late game, it's probably Twitch, Kog'Maw or Morgana or Tristana. I mean, Twitch is very, very good late game. But yes, she does go AFK. I haven't really realized it yet, and even if I knew, I might not have pushed anyway. I'm just trying to get some CS, because I thought she might just be gone for like a few minutes. She might just have a DC, but she did actually rage quit. Kayle coming up to cover the lane here is very good, but once again, Nidalee is AFK, and I'm not sure if they'll be able to win this game without her. Even though bot lane is fairly even, Twitch even out-farming Corki. I mean, Corki got an assist, Twitch died once, but that was because Vi made a good gank. But other than that, bot lane is extremely even. Mid lane, we can see Kayle having a huge lead on Syndra. It was only top lane that lost, really. I mean, yes, Kha'Zix was a bit behind, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm going in on Kayle here with my ulti, and she ultis getting away, maybe. Extremely close. Both very low HP. So I'm not sure if I can take her. I already used my wind slash, so I can't really burst her down with that. She might get away. She does have the range advantage. She might be able to turn me around. She has vision, but I use the shield, jump over the wall, and there we go. Very, very clutch. Quite a bit of luck as well, but yeah, there we go. That was a very nice play. But nonetheless, Nidalee still AFK, and it doesn't look like she's coming back anytime soon. This is very, very tragic. I mean, the gold levels, it's not even that big of a difference. It's 2k gold, whatever, 1k gold, 2k gold. I mean, one team fight, one dragon, they're back in the game. Or they could just farm up. I mean, Kayle late game, it's an extreme threat. But yeah, she's standing here, standing still, so I'm pretty sure she's typing something about Nidalee being AFK. And yeah, that's it really, I guess. Top turret is extremely low. I'll probably get it next time. Vi just took her red. And Kha'Zix is doing his blue buff, there we go. So Kha'Zix has actually caught up in farm again. He's the same farm as Vi, but Vi is going for a gank on bot lane. I don't think Kha'Zix will catch up here. Twitch going in on Janab, getting exhausted. And Vi going in on him. There we go, Corki going in as well. Vi ulting Karma. Twitch extremely low HP. Will he get away? Yes, he does actually get away. The way I don't want to connecting, but no real follow-up. They couldn't really dive there. Very unfortunate that they didn't get Twitch, but then again, well played by Twitch, getting the invis done. If Vi went on him, they would have definitely gone on him, but I expect that, she probably expected that Corki had him, but Corki was low on mana, so there we go. Kayle going back in mid lane again. She has to hold both top lane and mid lane. Not very nice situation to be in, but then again, they have an AFK, so not much to do about it. Kha'Zix, they wave clear after the changes. I mean, his W was very good at wave clearing before, but now it's not really good at wave clearing anymore. It's more of a burst assassin with his Q. I'm going to get this top tower. I'm just trying to deny them farm, and there we go. So we now have a 3k gold lead. Kha'Zix heading after this red buff. He just wards that bush here. Kayle is nearby as well, but I do head into the enemy jungle, and this might be a risky move. They do have vision of me. He just got the red buff. I'm going in with my ulti. Kayle is here. She used her ulti. That's an extreme amount of burst. Will I get her? Yes, I will. Kha'Zix going in. He flashes in after me. I blocked his Q with my E, and Syndra coming in with a stun. Very, very close. If Syndra wasn't there, I would definitely have died, but her stun just saved my ass, so very nice. Syndra going back in mid lane again. She managed to push the mid turret almost down, which is very good for us. I mean, if this was a normal game with no AFK, I suspect that she would not have pushed this much of the mid turret, especially because Kayle has way more wave clear than Syndra has, especially at lesser mana cost. But then again, because of the situation, I mean, she's just basically gotten free push, and I believe that the enemy team has started to give up. There's 6 kills behind, and 5k gold almost, 2 turrets as well. They have lost a lot of pressure all around the map, but all around they're playing well. I mean, they're all playing well. It's really just that we got an advantage because Nidalee is not in the game, because for some reason she just decided to rage quit. Syndra managed to pick up a kill on Karma down here, and Twitch getting away. He was actually full HP, but I suspect Karma was just out of position a bit, probably getting stun out. I'm shoving top lane. I got double buff, so this should be an easy fight if I decide to fight with Kayle. But then again, she does poke me down quite a bit, and I probably decide to go for golems. No, there's only one golem there. Heading down towards the red, but the little lizard is still here. Will I take the Wraiths now? I'm heading towards mid lane. So, Kha'Zix is now standing in base. I believe that they have given up at this point. They're probably saying that we should just all push mid, and to be honest, there's no one bot lane, there's no one mid lane, and we're all just pushing mid, so I do believe they have given up at this point. And what can I say? I mean, I think I did play pretty well in this game. Vi especially played very well. I played pretty well as well, but this should not have been such an easy victory. In fact, it might not have been a victory at all. If it wasn't for the Nidalee AFK, I think this could have been a very close game. They might have even won it. I mean, we had a little bit of advantage because of me and Vi winning out in the top lane there, but that was about it. I mean, bot lane, Twitch late game, and they had the Kayle. But for whatever reason, Nidalee just decided to go AFK, and this is what happens. I mean, that's just really saddening. I mean, one player having a bad day or whatever, and they decide to just quit the game. I mean, that might be nice for them to not have to be in a stressful game or whatever, but I mean, think about it. You have 4 other teammates who want to win. I mean, most likely there could be trolls, but for the most part, you have 4 people in your team who want to win, and you're basically just removing all hope for them to actually do so. I mean, it could still win 4v5, but it's a very, very slim chance. The game isn't fair, and even the enemy team, I mean, you have 5 people on the enemy team, and you ruin their game as well. I mean, it's not fun playing 5v4. It's way too easy, and it's not a fair fight. It's not challenging. You don't learn anything really. It's just sad that this happens because of one person having a bad day or just being a flamer in general. Like, I don't know. I expect most flamers to be famous because of something that happened to them. Like, they might just be having a bad day. They might be sick or just angry or whatever. But they're going to ranked and just flame or go AFK or both, and it just ruins everything really. I mean, We're here to have fun and play a game. And yes, ranked is about winning as well, mostly about winning. I mean, it is a competitive game mode. But then again, I mean, doesn't mean you have to be full on aggressive when you go into a game. I mean, you could try to have some fun and try to just win. And I believe that if you're having a really rough day and you're being really angry, I don't think you should go into rank because, I mean, whatever it might be, maybe you're just on a losing streak, maybe you, whatever, I don't know, got fired from your job or whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter really. The thing is, you're gonna play like shit. You're gonna most likely flame. You're gonna bring a very bad attitude into the whole team, most likely the enemy team as well. You're just going to ruin the fun for 9 other people for 10, 20, 30 minutes, and all because you're having a bad day. I mean, if you're having a bad day, or if you just feel like you shouldn't go into rank because you're playing bad, or you just feel like you might stop flaming or whatever, just don't do it. Just go for a normal, go for some Dominion or whatever, 3v3, I don't know. Custom game, you don't even need to play League. I mean, if you're being aggressive and you play a League, you're probably going to be even more aggressive because of it. I mean, it is a very stressful game and you do get upset from it. Most people do. So if you're having a rough day, just take it easy and don't go for ranked. And especially like if you're in a ranked game and something happens and you start feeling angry, just try to put on some calming music or whatever and just concentrate on the game and don't go AFK, please. It just ruins it for everyone. I'm not going to like rage at this Nidalee or whatever. I mean, everyone has a rough day now and then, and I'm sure everyone has gone AFK at some point. But what I'm just trying to say is just don't go AFK, please. That's all for me. Thank you for watching. See you guys.